Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Learn with Saurabh. So on this channel guys we have started learning complete Python from very basics to advanced level. And in this Python tutorial series till now we have learned regarding what is programming language, what is Python, why we should use Python. So today guys we are going to discuss about how we can install Python in our system. And we will also see what is ideally, why we should use ideally. So before starting this video guys, जो लोग इस channel पे नए हैं, just go through this complete video. If you like the video, hit the like button, comment in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe this channel, because on this channel we are going to learn different tech things for absolutely free and from very basics to the advanced level, so that everyone can be good in that technology field. So let's start guys. So we will see how we can install Python in our system, because we need a Python machine in our system so that we can create file and we can run it as a Python program. So from where we can just install Python. So what we need to do, so we will just go on to the Google and we will just write here download Python, और हम लोग Google पे search कर देंगे इसे, and then after we will see the link related to Python installer, and the official site of Python is python.org, www.python.org. ये Python का official sites है. So इस जगह पे आप जाके you can just go on this site and you can just find the Python installer. Okay, so it is loading now. So from here you can get like download the latest version for Windows, which is Python 3.10.8, right? So this is the latest version of Windows. ये latest version है. अगर आप Windows system नहीं use कर रहे, you are using Linux operating system or maybe Mac OS system, right? तो आपको क्या करना? What you need to do, you need to go on to this link. If you are a Linux user, you just click on here and you will just find the how you can install the Linux, right? So you can see zip source tarball, xjet complex source tarball, right? So you can just find from here, but I am a Windows user, so I will just click on this link, download Python 3.10.8, and my Python installation will start. Also if you want to get some notes or you want to get Python documentation, official documentation, you can just go onto this documentation site. Here is a doc option. You can just click on here, and from here you can just get the Python docs. So you just need to click on this and the documentation of Python will come. So you can just go here and you can just study also whatever you want to learn. That we have a here tutorial section, so we can just click on this tutorial and you can just have all the things here, like using the Python interpreter, using Python as a calculator, numbers, string lists. So all the theoretical things you can find from here, and this is best site guys if you want to learn Python, and if you want a complete documentation of Python, then this is the best site, because this is the official documentation of Python, right, from the Python team. So you can just go here and you can just go through that. Now my Python is installed. अब हम लोग करेंगे क्या? So we will just click on this and the installer will launch here. So just wait for a few minutes, it will just get launched. See, now here what is telling me, select upgrade not to keep your current. Now what is why this is coming here guys? Because I have already installed Python in my system, and maybe the Python which is installed in my system, it is of the lower version. वो lower version का है, like this is the latest version. So it is telling me कि upgrade now. Okay, so if I click on this upgrade now, so it will start upgrading, or you can I can do also customized installation. But in your case what will happen कि आपके system पे Python नहीं है, in your system Python is not available there, Python machine is not available there. So what will happen here, this will not come here, you will get some another notification like next option with the Python, some Python documentation, right? So don't worry, you can just click on the next. Okay, like I will just create on customized. Okay, so this thing will come over your screen. Okay, this first thing will come over your screen when you launch the Python installer. So now what you have to do, you have to just click on the documentation, you have to just click on the PIP and also on the TCL ideally, and Python test suite, right? and for all users. So what are all these, guys? We will discuss like a pip. We use pip to install modules of Python. So in the upcoming lecture of Python tutorial series, we will see what is pip, right? What is ideally, we will see what is Python test suite. So in the coming lecture, we will get to know. Then you have to, what you have to do, you have to just click on next, right? And then it will ask you the location. So you can give any location, but it's recommended कि जो default location है it should be that. कोई भी different location पे Python को मत install करना. जो default location यहाँ पे आ रहा है, mainly we install all the software in the local disk C. So this is our default location. So don't try to install at any other location. Let it be at default location and just click on install. Okay, and also you need to, like, if you want to create shortcuts for this install application of Python, you can just create here, click on this. Then if you want to add Python in the environment variable, what is environment variable, we will see in our OS module topic. And this is pre-compiled standard library, so you need to just click on this 3. Okay, this is mandatory, so just tick on this and just install it. So in my system Python is already installed, so I will not do, but you need to click on this install and your installation will begin. And once your installation complete, okay, what you need to do, check करने के लिए कि हमारे सिस्टम पे Python install हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है. So what we need to do, हम लोग यहाँ पे जाके, okay, what we are going to do here, okay, one second, sorry. So we will just write here Python. और जैसे हम लोग Python लिख के से लॉन्च करेंगे, हमारा जो Python इंटरप्रेटर है, हमारा जो Python लॉन्चर है, इट विल जस्ट लॉन्च ऐसी. और यहाँ पे हमारा वर्जन आ रहा है Python 3.10.5. okay, and whatever the code you want to do, like you want to add some number 10 plus 20, it will just give you 30. So यहाँ से हम लोग पता कर सकते हैं कि हमारा Python इंस्टॉल हो चुका है. Okay, and you can also see, you can just go on search here Python. Okay, you can see we have one ideally, and this ideally is official ideally of Python. अब ideally होता क्या है, so we will see that. Okay, so now we will see what is ideally, and you can also see our Python is ideally is also launched. So first we will see ideally hota kya hai and why we need ideally for any programming language. Like for Java we have different ideally, for C++, for C#, for C language. So different ideally are available in the market. So what is ideally? We first need to know this. So we need to understand what is ideally. So ideally stands for, guys, so I stands for integrated, D stand for development, L stand for learning environment. Okay, so the full form of ideal is integrated development learning environment. Now what is the meaning of this integrated development? So let me just explain you with an example. So suppose you want to do code of Python without ideally. Suppose there is no ideally available in the market. So where you can do the code? So you can do code in your notepad. We have Python machine installed in our system. So what you need to do? You just need to open this notepad, right? हमें ये notepad को install करना होगा. And what we can do, whatever the code we want to do of Python, we can write here, like a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, right? And print a plus b. So this is a random Python code. And don't worry, जिन्हें समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि ये कोड क्या है, ये क्या किया है, so need not to worry, we are going to discuss everything from very basics. Just for example, I am explaining you. So suppose करो ये एक Python का कोड है और इसको हमने नोटपैड पे लिखा है. अब नोटपैड के इसको फाइल को हमें सेव करना होगा. तो नोटपैड पे हम लोग अपना फाइल कैसे सेव करेंगे? So we will go into this file option and we will just go to this save as. हम लोग save as पे जाएंगे and now we will tell our operating system कि ये जो फाइल है, ओके, इस फाइल के अंदर जो भी टेक्स्ट हमने लिखा है, ये जो फाइल है हमारा, ये कोई नॉर्मल फाइल नहीं है, ये हमारे पाइथन का फाइल है. तो अपने ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को कहने के लिए ये हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या लिखेंगे, जो भी फाइल का नेम है वो इस डबल कोट्स के अंदर में लिखेंगे. मान लो हमें यहाँ पे हम लोग कुछ ऐड कर रहे हैं. सो मान लो ये हमारा कोई एक डेमो प्रोग्राम है, तो इस तरीके से हम लोग डेमो प्रोग्राम ये हो गया फाइल का नेम, और हमें अपने ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को बताना है कि ये जो तुम फाइल सेव करोगे इसे नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट डॉक्यूमेंट में सेव मत करना, इसे एज ए पाइथन फाइल सेव करना। तो तुम्हें यहाँ पे साथ में एक्सटेंशन लगाना होगा .py। सो .py क्या है, पाइथन का एक्सटेंशन है, इसे तुम्हें फाइल के नेम के साथ लगाना है, और जब तुम इसे सेव करोगे तो इट विल सेव दिस फाइल एज अ Python file. So we will just select some folder like suppose demo program.py। मान लो हम लोग इस फाइल में से सेव कर लेंगे, demo program.py को रेस्टोरेंट एप्लीकेशन में सेव कर लेंगे। You can make some another folder with your name or some random name, and then we will click on this save। तो जैसे ही हम लोग सेव करेंगे, and now when you will go inside this restaurant application, so you will see here is one file with the name of demo program। See, we have one file with the name of डेमो प्रोग्राम। यहाँ पे तुम देखोगे, ओके, सो जस्ट लेट मी डू वन थिंग, ओके, so I will just make it into a large icon। Okay, now if you will see this demo program, you can see we have a Python icon over it। So this means that this file which we have saved, it is a Python file। तो अब देखो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, अगर मान लो हमारे पास आइडियली क्या नहीं है, तो हमने प्रोग्राम को टाइप यहाँ पे किया, हमने जो प्रोग्राम, हमारा जो प्रोग्राम का स्क्रिप्ट है हमने यहाँ पे राइट डाउन किया। अब हमें इसे चेक करना है कि ये जो स्क्रिप्ट है, ये जो मैं इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहा हूँ उसके अकॉर्डिंग काम कर रहा है कि नहीं। इसे हमें क्या करना होगा, रन करना होगा। अब रन करने के लिए क्या करना होगा, हमें किसी अदर इन्वायरमेंट में जाना होगा, ओके, जिस इन्वायरमेंट में हमने इसे सेव किया है। तो हम लोग यहाँ पे ओपन करेंगे cmd इसी फाइल में, ओके, एंड इन दिस फाइल अब हमें क्या करना होगा, यहाँ पे हम लोग सबसे पहले लिखेंगे पाइथन और फिर फाइल का नेम। तो फाइल का नेम हमारा क्या है, डेमो प्रोग्राम .py, और जैसे रन करेंगे वी हैव अ 30 एज आउटपुट। तो अब देखो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि कोड हम लोग किसी अदर इन्वायरमेंट में कर रहे हैं और रन करने के लिए हमें किसी अनदर इन्वायरमेंट में आना पड़ रहा है। तो क्यों ना हमारे पास एक ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर हो, एक ऐसा इन्वायरमेंट हो जहां पे हम लोग कोड भी एक जगह कर रहे हो, मतलब कोड भी हम लोग यहाँ पे कर रहे हो और इसका जो आउटपुट भी हो वो भी इसी फाइल में आ जाए, ना कि हमें दूसरे फाइल में जाके इसे रन करना पड़े। तो इसी चीज के लिए we have a ideally and the full form is integrated development learning environment means कि हमारे पास एक complete integrated development environment रहेगा, मतलब एक साथ environment रहेगा जहां पे हम लोग कोड भी सेम प्लेस पे कर सकेंगे और रन भी उसे सेम प्लेस पे कर सकेंगे। So this is what we call as ideally, हम लोग तब इसे कहते हैं integrated development learning environment। और we have different ideally for Python available in the market, like one ideally I just show you, we have a Python official ideally this, okay, and we have another ideally called VS Code, which is a very popular ideally. We have a PyCharm, we have a Spider, we have Jupyter Notebook, right? So we have different ideally available in the market, and this all ideally are very intelligent. And what is the meaning of intelligent, we will just see. So this is our official Python ideally. So how you can use this, okay, either you can just type the code here, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20 and then print a plus b, okay, and when you will run, so it will just give you the output as a 30. But when you will click, okay, whatever the code you have written here, ये डिसेपेयर हो जाएगा। जैसे तुम इसे क्लोज करोगे ये जो भी कोड था ये खत्म हो जाएगा। क्यों? क्योंकि अभी हम लोग इस कोड को सेव नहीं कर रहे हैं। ये जो कोड हम लोग कर रहे हैं इट इज ऑन आवर रैम, ओके, ये हमारे रैम में है, ये हमारे रैम के मेमोरी में है। एंड वी विल ऑल्सो सी कि ये रैम मेमोरी क्या है, हमारा डेटा कैसे स्टोर होता है, इन वेरी डीप वी विल सी इन द कमिंग लेक्चर। सो अभी जैसे आप इस आइडियली को क्लोज करोगे ये डेटा क्या होगा, खत्म हो जाएगा, ये कोड सारा खत्म हो जाएगा। और व्हेन यू विल अगेन लॉन्च दिस आइडियली, सो वी हैव अ एम्प्टी लाइन हियर। सो हमें अपने पाइथन को इस आइडियली में सेव करने के लिए क्या करना होगा, वी विल गो इनटू दिस फाइल एंड वी विल जस्ट गो इनटू द save as, okay, and now like you want to save here, okay, suppose in the desktop in suppose same restaurant application. So suppose you write here program1.py, sorry, not py. This time we don't need to write extension.py because you can see we have here already save as type Python files. Okay, now we will save. Okay, so now this is saved. Okay, you can see we have this program1.py, and you can just go here and you can just check we have one more file, program1, and now you can just open it, and whatever the code you want to do you can just write here with the help of Ideally. So this is all about guys, right? So अब हमें समझ में आ गया कि Ideally क्या है, और जो Python का ऑफिशियल साइट से जो हम लोग इंस्टॉलर डाउनलोड करेंगे वो हम लोग कैसे डाउनलोड करेंगे, एंड विद दैट वी हैव अ Python official Ideally. But this Ideally guys we don't use almost all time. Why? Because this is not so much intelligent, right? We need some intelligent Ideally. What is the meaning of intelligent Ideally? It means कि suppose जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे PRI लिख रहे हैं तो ये automatically हमें suggest कर दे कि NT. It means it automatically just suggests me that we have a print thing here, right? So वो Ideally को हम लोग कहते हैं intelligent Ideally. So like we have a VS Code as an intelligent Ideally, we have a PyCharm as an intelligent Ideally. So in the next video we will see how we are going to install VS Code or PyCharm or Jupyter Notebook in our system, because all the programs that we are going to do on this VS Code and on the Jupyter Notebook. And why Jupyter Notebook? Because most of the data scientists use this, and why they use this thing we are going to know. Okay, so that's all guys. In this video, in the coming video, we are going to see how we can install Visual Studio Code, and we will also start with the practical implementation of Python. We are going to start with the concept of Python, like what is variables, what is operator, what is data types. So different things we are going to learn in the coming lecture. So if you like this video, so comment on this video, subscribe the channel. See you in the next video.